Hello and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. So, in the last one we basically explored the west side of Crossbell, including the prison and Knox Forest and all that stuff, and West Street. And then we came and did Project Orbital Gear 4 Part 2, which was extremely long. And I apologize, I might have sounded like Schmidt in the last episode. I definitely seemed a little grumpy. It just drug on quite a long time, and I think I found a new pet peeve of mine. Drug out conversations or something. I don't know. Either way, it's a new day. It's a new me, and I've grinded far too much for my own good. And I want to show what I did. Because I've been sitting here, and I was like, why are you respawning? Okay, I had high speed mode on. And then I back out. And I went to go heal. And then when I came back, these things were here again.
It keeps flickering.
And if you just keep doing that, you just get free a Sepith Mass. It's not much, but while I was editing my other video, I have to go back and watch my videos after just to make sure nothing got cut. It's not broken in any way. So while I was rewatching my videos, I decided, I accidentally found this. Why not just stick with it for a bit? And I have 31, almost 32,000 Sepith Mass. I don't actually know. I don't know how much that translates to, but I think it's a lot. I'm pretty sure that's a lot, right? It probably is. And I want to go to the IBC. Actually, no. First we got to go to the Unsealing Pedestal. I want to go to the IBC and see if I can get a good rate on those or something. So despite us in this episode exploring all of the north side, I am including just the IBC building on top of that.
Who knew we'd get so lucky?
All right, I stopped really paying attention to these because
I'll hold on to it.
There's just so much stuff. Okay, I'm getting.
Who knew we'd get so lucky?
This is the only thing I care about: seeing the word "U" material.
Nice. I'll hold
on. If I don't see it, I don't care.
Who knew we'd get so lucky? Nice. I'll hold on to it.
We're not getting much.
Who knew we'd get so lucky? Who knew we'd get so lucky? Nice.
I've also got quite a few Grail lockets out of it too, which not that many.
Who knew we'd get so
40,
lucky?
5, okay.
Who knew we'd get so lucky? Nice.
And we're done.
I'll hold on to it.
I have 600 U materials. That's not enough to do anything. I do want to show this. I wanted to get this team specifically set up. He has Grail Locket, Pure Passionate. Grail Locket, Pure Passionate. Grail Locket, Jade Orb, because I don't know. There's something about him having CP plus every turn that's good. They're at 4,600 strength. He is at 4,000, but 3,700 ATS. So he's kind of just like he's a red mage, basically. Wazi has a 5S plus S-Craft, so I was like, you're going in my main party. Just because. It's a 5S plus S-Craft. And it's magic based, so I built him magic, obviously. And he's got a Grail Locket and Pure Still Blue. Yuna is a huge break tank. She has so much break damage on at the moment and 3,700 strength. And her break quartz is based on how much HP she has, so I gave her Grand Pecky Plushie. And she's got a Grail Locket too. I still have to get a Pure Still Blue on her, but she has Grail Locket 4,750 ATS. So I'm almost done working on 8 people of the 40 plus people we have, but I'm satisfied with how far I've made it so far. This many Grail Lockets this early is, well, not early, but Awaken. I feel like I've done some good grinding. I also maxed out the boost. The United Front boost, so. Oh yeah, and I've been going here and buying these repeatedly to make Grail Lockets, so. I'm just so curious. This is how, 300k right here. Okay, so. How much would it be at the IBC then? Harbor, IBC. Okay, no cutscene on entering, and it's Elisa here. I'm gonna talk to everyone because, you know. Just when I thought our troubles were behind us, something new crops up. There's no forgiving what the Supreme Leader in the EDF has done. As an Erebonian myself, I'm ashamed. I wish I could do something to atone for what my people have done. Your name is Friday? Why is your name... That doesn't sound like it could be a real name. I guess it is. That's his name. Are you Thursday? Hilbert. Can that divine lightning really strike anywhere on the continent? Nothing can be so unlimited in its range, right? But we all saw Juno Fortress get wiped out. The railway guns were demonic enough. Something like this shouldn't exist. Yeah. I don't know. At least there was no one in the fortress, surprisingly. Like, literally no one, according to Aurelia. Crossbell-related stocks have been selling like mad ever since the Supreme Leader's announcement. I do hope the servers here won't go down because of it. Well, I suppose there's nothing to be done but put all my life into finishing this paperwork. Click-clack, click-clack. Their keyboard will go down before the servers do. I was shocked to learn when I learned that our former president was working with the Supreme Leader, but from everything I've heard out of the police and CGF, he rose up again out of love for Crossbell. Knowing that, well, I'm relieved. I know what he did was wrong, but I still respect him as IBC's CEO. Yeah. So he still owns the IBC, despite having been in prison. Obviously, you don't just lose your asset. Okay. Okay, I'm going to buy a few of these. 10. 0.2 more. Okay, so we don't really get that much more. I still should just, it wouldn't have mattered. I'd have to have like max Sepith mass for this to be noticeable. But that's some money. 1.4 million so far. Hi there, guys. Looks like you're all gearing up for the operation too. Yeah, we were just doing rounds while we were at it. Are you making adjustments to the orbital gear? That's right. We even got some help from Elisa's mom. Orbital gear. It's strong, sensible. I give it 82 points. Doesn't mean much if you don't tell us what it's based off of. So you're that autonomous Rosenberg doll I've heard about. What a fascinating existence you are. Oh, how I'd love to take you apart and examine you piece by piece. I'd appreciate it if you'd refrain from frightening her. Yeah, I was just throwing it out there. I already have a bunch of automata for testing purposes, so we can always talk about her another day. Oh boy, this lady doesn't quit. Tio told me she was stubborn, but wow. Come on, Mom. It's alright, the professor is aware of just how vital you are for the operation, so she won't do anything. Besides, we've got plenty of other things to worry about right now. Like the orbital gear, right? No, it's been tuned to perfection. It should be able to operate at 120%. We even installed an escape system in the event of an emergency, upping pilot safety by 285 points. Wow. I bet she has a manual thing on it. She's gonna be monitoring Tita, and the second Tita gets hit, she's like, boop, you're out. That goes in part with the updated monitoring system that now tracks the pilot's vital signs. So, did you mean yes then? I don't really understand the finer details, but it sounds like you've gone above and beyond here. And in such a short amount of time to boot. Well done, Professor Russell. Tita should be in good to go, thanks to you. No, she's not. Tita, please think this over. I'm fine with you being a helping hand on the operation, but is it necessary for you to be on the team, storming the tower? I know you've been to hell and back before, but you're still a normal girl. My girl. Professor. So that's what she meant. Of course her mom's not gonna agree to all this. Yuna's mom agreed. You're wrong, Mom. Tita. You should see me for who I am better than anyone else. I'm a fully fledged engineer, one with the power to stand with my friends and fight. And what if the next target ends up being Liberl? Don't you see, Mom? I have to go and do my part because I have the power to do my part. Tita, I know my choice is scaring you to death. During the 100 Days War 15 years ago, you saw how much Liberlians suffered under Imperial occupation. Awful as it was, I hope it helped you realize the kind of engineer you wanted to be. You and Grandpa developed military airships to help Liberl stand strong. Even after the war, you traveled the continent to help those in need. It meant that you weren't home all that often, but you were doing what was right. Just where did you hear all this? Nowhere. I learned it by watching you. And just like you, the world around me has helped me realize what kind of path I want to take. I need you to see me off, though. See me off as I embark on a path I believe to be right. There's no changing your mind once you've made it up. It's cute, but it's a pain. Must have gotten it from your dad. You win, I'll see you off, but only if you listen to this one piece of advice. No matter what happens, don't give up until the very last moment. I know you can do this. You're my daughter, and I love you with all my heart. Oh, Mom, I love you too. Thank you. This is a wholesome conversation, without her being overbearing mother, at least. Oh, and here's a prototype of the death beam gun. Take some stun grenades while you're at it. If things start to go south in the tower, take out Cherry Top and let his corpse pave the way. Never mind. To your survival. Mom, you're scaring me. Like clockwork. All's well that ends well, it seems. I'm happy Tita got her mom to recognize her skill and passion. It's a big relief, yes. So is she okay with her going or not? You're so cute, LP. They're an amazing mother-daughter duo, aren't they? No. No. Yeah, but I think you and the chairman make quite the pair, too. She gave you full authority on this, right? It's not as grand as you're thinking. She just said it in her usual clipped manner. Use whatever Reinford has that you want. But hey, she said it, so I'm gonna do it. I'll do whatever it is in my power as the daughter of the Reinford family. You're amazing. We'll be counting on you then. The CGF also thanks you for the weapons and orbital boats provided. I'm just happy to do what I can to help. The future belongs to all of us, so we needed to work as a team to get it back. I couldn't agree more. Then let's continue on our side of the preparations. Much as I don't like to admit, like how the war helped evolve the tech, we can't leave anything off the table. Okay. Mother granted me full authority, might as well make use of it. It's a relief to finally tell my mom how I feel. I'm not sure if I would have had the courage under different circumstances. It's understandable. I'm happy for you, Tita. Oh, and good news. Repairs are all done on Orbital Gear, so I can roll out whenever. Now I just want to see us get things going. This infiltration mission, it will be successful. I just know it. My little angel's all grown up. I'm so proud. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me a teeny bit lonely, too. Oh, Idios, now's not the time to gripe, is it? I know she's about as safe as she'll ever be, so I need to have faith and put my full focus on getting my end of the work done. The rest is up to you. Go out there and make us proud. We won't let you down, Professor. We'll see this through to the end with Tita. I heard the Retribution Tower was built from weapons scrapped from the Reinberg and Company in Erebronia. Just so far in advance did the Supreme Leader have to plan for its construction. It goes beyond thorough. She's asking the real questions that we've already kind of gone over, but still. Isn't there an elevator over here? Where the hell is it? Oh, they flipped it. Okay, well, we're done here. I won't look at the rest of the harbor right now, but that one's done. It's checked off. So we're gonna be starting. I'm gonna actually start from top down. I think we're gonna go for mines first. Mining village entrance. There are so many updates.
We owe a lot to the people here.
Yeah, we couldn't have broken through that barricade without them.
It speaks to what all people can do when we work together.
I can only imagine.
Rufus?
Did you hear his thoughts? Chiruru, what are you doing choosing a mirror, like, for the longest time? Chiruru, what are you doing here? I thought you were still in a mirror. Oh, Yuna, and look at all these legit-looking friends you've gotten to. So anyway, I was making my way across the Isengard range all by my lonesome when I learned Crossbell had been occupied again. As soon as I heard, I came rushing back. It wasn't easy with the borders being closed, but after crossing many a mountain and valley, I made it back in one piece. Seriously? You what? You gotta be pulling our leg. I remember seeing you in a mirror, but I didn't realize you were one tough customer till now. You know, I had no idea why. There felt like a pit in my stomach that wouldn't go away at first, but it makes sense now. I don't think it'll be going away anytime soon either. Be careful. We will. You too, and take care on the rest of your journey. If I can make it all the way to the mines, I can make it to Crossbell. Damn. That may be part of why the pit hasn't gone away. Be careful for me. Oh, that reminds me, now that she brings up Isengard. Where are the Magic Knights? Why did they come back for, like, one fight? Now they're gone. Is it just was it just there to show that the spirit veins are all messed up right now? Or what? Because, like, that came in and it was just gone. Also, I've learned that there is a post-game after this, like, well, post-game, but, like, the finale after you finish the game continues in the corridor, so there will be more stratums and we're definitely going to go through them. But why haven't we learned anything about the Grand Master, aka whoever is on the cover of this game? Literally, the person on the cover has not shown their face yet, and we're in the finale. What? Ew, I just came back from dropping off a bunch of refugees in the city. I'm sure they're exhausted after going on such a bumpy ride. My truck's a hunk of junk, so it's not the best at going through the mountains. Couldn't believe my eyes when I was out there. There really is a huge shower that's routed up. I've gone from one danger to the next so often that all I can do is sigh now. Not that being pessimistic is gonna help. We can brace for the worst, yes, but we need to support one another, first and foremost. Yeah. Can you see the town? No. Same. I'll never forgive the Supreme Leader for what he's put us through. Just because he's hot doesn't mean he can do whatever he wants. If we're gonna end up into another war, I'm gonna be so mad at him. So you just tell me whatever I can do to make him pay. I'm here for you. You're talking to the real one. She doesn't notice. Those glasses are doing some work. Listen, I know you're all shaken by that beam of light earlier. But so's everyone else. There's even rumors about big monsters on the roads out of town now, to top it off. And yeah, normally we call in the bracers or the 3S to take care of things. But I think we can all agree they've got enough on their plate. We can't be the reason they get pulled away from taking care of the bigger issues going on around us. So, like, I don't know. We can at least do our own patrols to keep the town safe, right? Let's do that. Dan, who are you and what have you done with Gantz? Whoa, did you have to show up in the middle while I was in the middle of my cool speech? But anyway, I just can't keep standing by and doing nothing anymore, you know? If I want to hit the slots at the casino again, I need to stand up and fight. So don't worry about things around here. We'll only call you if we really need you. Don't hesitate when that time comes either. We'll come running. Good luck, Gantz, but please be careful. Same to you guys. Everyone else is itching to do something just like me. Keep an eye out for monsters? Okay. Crossbellin'. You're ashamed? Okay, you're real though. Never thought I'd see the day that when Gantz had a good idea, but here we are. There are dark clouds on the horizon with that tower and all, that talk of another world war. But that doesn't change what we've got to do. Keep the town safe. Sitting around worrying ain't my style to begin with, so I'm down for patrolling for sure. Nope. I'm not wild like as Lugana, but sitting around ain't my style. Where is he? I could have sworn my ears were playing tricks on me when Gantz of all people said he had an idea. And all the guy's ever done is slack off and swing it by the casino. So first thing I asked him was, did you hit your head or something? But maybe it's his way of thinking, making up for all the trouble he's caused the mayor and the SSS. If that's his aim, well, I'm all for it. I've been trying to think up ways to help out myself, so if he's got something in mind, it makes my job easier. Sure. I gotta talk to the kid here. I saw a weird light shooting up in the sky earlier. It was pretty, but it still shook me up a bit. About as much as that earthquake did, in fact. That was a strong one. I just hope it didn't cause any of the mine shafts to collapse. I won't give in to fear, though. Dad always says men of the mine never give in to fear. What? I'm not scared. Really. If my dad can handle this, then so can I. Okay. Good. 2 people left. Alright, let's speed on over to him. Oh, there you guys are. I'm glad you were able to reach your family. As am I, but given the close proximity of our lands to the Juno Naval Fortress, everyone is rather panicked at present. All I was told was to take care of myself and find somewhere safe. How very strange. I was told much the same by my family. Maybe your families are worried together. If I might chance a proposal, how does staying here a bit longer sound to you? I've actually been in discussions about doing so with the mayor, due to feeling as though I could help the miners here. Goodness, what a surprising coincidence. I've also been thinking of staying here to repay my debts. This town's people are a most darling inspiration, behaving with the utmost calm and clarity, even in these turbulent times. If nothing else, I have a degree of confidence in my cooking now. I could use that skill to aid them. What a relief to hear we are of the same mind. My dear, I am certain that we can overcome any trial so long as we're together. We were willing to turn our backs on our families to remain at each other's side. I dare say there is no hardship so great that it would tear us apart. Then let us live here. Live here? No matter how grim the future may seem on the whole, you will always be my light in the dark. I think he just talked about staying here. You guys are gonna live here? I would love that too. Prepare lunch for patrols. Oh my, please is an understatement. Oh, these guys are good. Good peoples. And they've had quite a lot of screen time considering they've been in 2 or 3 different games now. The stuff on the radio sounded really scary, but I didn't cry. Daddy said he was proud of me. I bet that means Machias and Toa are proud of me too, right? That's right. Those 2 were seeking shelter in mines before. I heard I heard they helped a lot of the townspeople while they were here. You Thor's grads really get around. I hope they're all okay. No. Now I've been manning the counter. So I didn't catch that beam of light everyone's talking about. Well, I'd be lying if I said this don't feel like history repeating itself. Don't matter. I've handled it once before and I could do it again. I just gotta work together with everyone in town so we're ready for anything. No crazy beams of light are going to come after my daughter. Listen here, Kimmy. I hate asking you not to go outside, but be a good girl and stay in here, alright? Daddy will keep you safe no matter what. Okay, maybe I'll try doing some studying so I can be as smart as Colin. You be careful too, Daddy. Since you're protecting me, I'll be the one protecting you. No, that's my little girl. What did I do to deserve such an amazing daughter? She's grown so much. Okay. Alright, you don't have anything new here. We're actually done with books, and I should get that out of the way. If you wanted to read the books and you're blind and don't have access, I'm going to leave this on screen and go over. It's only 7 pages, but if you want to pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna run through it quick. Hold on. Alright, so this is very much just stuff we went through in the story, basically. We liberated it, that's all they're saying. The massive tower, at least we get a little more description on this. It's 500 arch high, roughly, and that is more than double that of Orcus Tower, which means it's really tall. I didn't realize it was that big, so we did get something new out of this news report, at least. And the reason Naval Fortress was empty is because they were downsizing the military. So that's why the fort was empty. I was gonna say, like, why? How could no one be in the fort? But that would make sense. That is a good excuse. I like that. And the Supreme Leader, you know, he screwed things over for everyone, and major nations are in a state of alert. That's basically the thing. And they're talking about how they know that we're planning an infiltration operation ourselves. So that's the special news report in a nutshell. Okay, so let's go to the inn. God, this song, I love this song too. The Mines theme. Most people would feel depressed after hearing a radio broadcast like that, but not the people of Mines. We don't believe in overthinking things. Time spent depressed is time wasted. Agreed. It's looking very possible that Calvard might invade and we might find ourselves in the middle of another war. But if that happens, nowhere's going to be safe. All we can do is continue living like we always do. Alright, should probably get cleaning. Can't twiddle my thumbs when the miners are all working so hard. You're more... I knew I missed it. This is the one that I was complaining about. Red brick curry. That is definitely the recipe I missed. Defense ADF medium? Oh, I'm making a bunch of those. I just got word that they managed to save Murray. What wonderful news. I just knew things were going to work out when Dr. Salem became involved. The situation we're all in is still a grim one, but nothing keeps you going like a bit of good news. Now it's time for me to use all the energy to cook up some fine meals for the townsfolk. So glad she pulled through. Me too. We're going to visit her in 2 episodes, because that is the southern region. Okay, and there's no one down here, so... Chief? Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? The folks at St. Ursula Hospital just got in touch. Murray's surgery was a success. I'll just let everyone at the tavern know. Isn't that wonderful news, Randy? Sorry for worrying everyone. Another small detail of note. According to the radio, Crossbell's been liberated. I can't thank you enough. This could never have happened without your help. You've given us the courage to press on once more. For people like Gantz especially. All the townsfolk gathered together to listen to the radio. And when we heard the SSS had been liberated, or the city, he had nothing but glowing praise for the 3S. The 3S has always had my back. I never once doubted them, and so forth. That's just embarrassing. But he's hardly the only one who's had kind words. Everyone here in Mines has been on the receiving end of your help. But even us downtrodden souls are determined to find something to do in this situation. Don't anybody count Mines out yet. You can leave the rest here to us. I suppose you're all still in the middle of your mission. Be careful. Alright, it's fixed. We'll take that to heart, don't worry. Thanks for all your help. We can't see the tower from Mines, so we don't know a lot about the current situation, but rest assured we're gonna do our darndest to keep this place safe. It sounds like both the Guardian Force and the City Guard had a rough time during the liberation. We know so many of their faces, how can we not worry about them? Nonetheless, we have nothing but gratitude. Sure. Okay. We're done there. The Moon Temple has something new, and the Doll Studio does not. So that is, but there is mine's mountain path. We'll go to Moon Temple first. Go right to the depths. I am so over leveled that I'm scared everything's gonna be too easy. But now that I know there's a post game, I'm not super concerned about how much I over leveled. I'm 155 and we were 138 when we were getting our ass handed to us by the Supreme Leader in Ilion. So I don't know if this is even gonna be that significant if I was getting my ass handed to me at level before. I'm hoping. We'll see though. Wait, this isn't the group I set up. Wait, did you? Oh, this is the dungeon group. This is different than the walk around town group. Okay, well I need Tio, Wazi, and Yuna. Yuna, you're invisible. Oh, pink hair. I want my breaker in right there. Yeah, and just all my casters back here. Although Rufus and her have like immediate cast time. It's great. I kind of want to put Rufus in though. Hi, what are you?
Get cocky and that one'll knock you on your ass.
We'll find out
This one's
if
tough.
your theory proves correct. Unsucher. Surtur, I think. A cryptid scourged by a tainted miasma. Its breath petrifies your soul. Its roar rips the flesh from your bones. Okay. Well, it sounds intimidating.
Don't give up!
Thank you.
Yuna is probably going to be the only one who takes like nothing out of this. All right, break damage.
I'm up.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's my turn. Roar! Healing strike!
82k? Really?
It's on you, boy.
Leave it to me.
That was not very much for a rush. All right. I actually want that to go off after.
Marcus,
Yeah.
activate.
Right.
Let's get a BP back.
Right.
I didn't think it would be broken so fast, so I want to have. Oh no! I don't have damage up. Okay, well we have Randy. That's a tiny damage up, but.
Zero Striker!
Oh, I should have used it now, before this went off. Damn it. 95.
My turn.
I just wanted to make Rufus viable. You don't actually do that much damage, though.
You got this.
I got this.
You do a ton.
Your
Let's see
ass is getting beat. Come on. Yeah. This round's on the house.
81k.
You're off guard.
Just hit.
Too late.
On guard.
Oh my god, the cast time.
Marcus, activate.
61k, not super great. Do I have an accelerate at least? No, I need to move my people over. That sucks.
How? It's my turn.
I mean, let's see how much his 5S
You're
plus
so
does.
needy.
Get a free normal hit in first.
This is it.
16k.
Sapphire's seal of mine shining from the abyss.
We've only
This arm with the strength of a giant's.
we've only seen this once, so I actually do want to see it.
Trust! Akashic arm!
105k. I'll
Let's
take
go.
it. Without like, oh no, we do have damage up too. I feel like it should do more damage, but you know, it's still a decent move. All right, are you?
Up to you.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, you're basically dead. Let's see how much her break damage does now.
Take this. Wide open.
Not that much.
Got you.
This thing actually has a pretty
I'll
big
take
break
care of it.
meter.
How about this?
Renegade Edge!
Yeah, I think it's just got a huge
Shall
break
end this
meter.
now.
Okay, burst did quite a bit.
How boisterous we've become.
He didn't even get a move. I think he swung at me and that's it. Oh, there's another Black Cimmerian ore. Wait, new master missions added? What? What did you... Ah, 20. 20 with I see. Well, we got that. I don't even know what to spend Phantasmal Shards on anymore. I guess I'll just get a bunch of stat boosts and give them to people. What else will we do? Can we interact with the bell? No. No. All right, I'm gonna do this before I forget. I need an Accelerate and a Tita. Okay, Moon Temple's done. What is going on here? Is it another Black Cimmerian ore? It's certainly something. You scared of me? Yeah, they're far too weak. It's like off to the side here too. What are you? Are you just fishing? Look, is that hot water? Oh. That wasn't here when we last came through the area. You're saying this hot spring appeared out of nowhere? Then it wouldn't be surprised if it was another fairy spring. What's a fairy spring? It's an unusual kind of hot spring that can appear spontaneously when there are extreme disturbances in the spirit veins. When we saw it happen across the Empire during the Great Twilight. Right, but I've never seen one. I thought I'd seen one in Crossbell too. It's hardly surprising when you think about it. The tower is absorbing vast amounts of mana through the spirit veins themselves. That's disturbing them more than anything to date. When you put it like that, it'd be confusing if there weren't consequences. That's not to say this water isn't dangerous because it's connected to the tower through the spirit veins, though. Far from it. I can vouch that there is some mana in the water at the very least. I recall the fairy spring we encountered in the Empire to be rather relaxing. Really, I kind of want to try climbing in now. I'm not gonna object to a little R&R. You? Not miss an opportunity to slack off? Call me shocked. There's no harm in taking a break now and then. We should feel lucky we found a spot like this. Let's keep it in mind in case we ever want to jump in and take a soak to retry. Okay. Recovers all and fills every. It's a we have the celestial tree already though. That's already like a. This isn't really that helpful because we'd have to go out of our way to go to this. Look at all these people. It's weird to see Rufus relaxing.
I can catch my breath now.
Okay, well that's unlocked apparently. That's all that was? Really? Okay, let me think. Okay, we have the cathedral, the entertainment district, which I didn't end up doing last episode, and the administrative district. That's all the north side stuff left, and then we'll go do the Witch's Daydream. I think. Outside. And I think we may have to go into a 5th episode where we do Michelum and Central Crossbell, and then the remaining Daydreams, probably. That's my kind of goal. Leave those in prayer be. Kia, I'm so glad you're okay. You can always count on the 3S, huh? We're waiting for Mom and Dad to come get us. So you know, we figured we'd mess with the sister here to kill some time. Nothing ever changes with you guys. By the way, I'm glad you're both okay. Thanks, and don't push yourself too hard, Kia. We're kids. Leave all the heavy-duty stuff to the adults. Don't worry, I've got plenty of adults who are looking out for me. Over 40 of them. Maybe. I should probably count them. Me and Ruse are gonna go play hide-and-seek with Sister Juju after this. Or is it Yu? Everyone else has a silent J. I'm gonna call her Juju, though. No way my stupid dad's gonna come pick me up. Oh yeah, I can play outside as much as I want now that the EDF's gone. I'm so glad the city's been freed without harm. Someone named Matthew also got in touch with me about Canon over in MWL too. I know it's not over yet, but I feel much better compared to before. That's all thanks to the 3S and your friends, and of course you, Kia. Oh, thank you. It's our pleasure. Alright, how you feel? Oh. Okay. How are you feeling? I get where he's coming from, but does he have to be so loud? I guess that's just how kids are, huh? You're a kid. What do you mean? Okay. How are you? It's a relief that the EDF couldn't lay claim to the cathedral. If only we could have been able to enter the city through all this. I suppose I should just be grateful that our supplies held up even with so many refugees coming in. I know the children had quite a rough time of it, but they did a magnificent job staying strong. Only the start of things to come. Okay. Let's run to the graveyard. We're probably there's no way we don't start a scene with the graveyard. Here to pay your respects. A friend of yours just dropped by too, you know. Talking to the dearly departed is the best way of reflecting on what you've been doing with the life you still have. You take all the time you need. Really? No dialogue from Lloyd? Guy? What? Really? No conversation here. This explains everything. The friend who stopped by, at least. Mother, it's Arios and Shizuku. He must have brought her here so they could tell Saya what happened. So you all came to visit, too. Oh, hi, everyone. And you brought Kia. Shizuku, I'm so glad you're okay. Likewise, I was worried sick when I heard you'd gone missing. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm all good now. I didn't think we'd run into each other again before the operation. I suppose we were both thinking the same thing. Yeah, I wanted to pass a message to Guy. Well, maybe you have to talk to him first, and then we'll check again. And I wanted to see my dad. I suppose coming here is something we all do to prepare ourselves. So it would seem. This is always how it has been for us, too. I can only imagine how worried Mother has been for us. I wanted to let her know that me and Father were going to be okay. That's so sweet, Shizuku. It was the contested nature of Crossbell that led to the incident that took Saya from us. And I once thought the only way to honor her her sacrifice was to carve out a future where Crossbell would be independent. But my reasoning was misguided, and what we had planned was doomed from the start. But on the day of the signing ceremony, I felt the future I dreamed of was within reach, and it was all thanks to the future you'd created. Surely we can grasp that future again by stopping that tower. I believe so too, Arios. The path ahead of us has never been an easy one, but the future will be brighter than ever once this operation succeeds, I know it. None of us have any intention of letting go of the hope we finally managed to find. Let's give this everything we've got, Arios, for Crossbell. Of course, I'll be counting on you all once more. Can't ever stop if I'm gonna attain the future that will make Saya and Guy proud. I'll be staying at the Bracer Guild once the operation starts. I wish there was more I could do to help, but rest assured I'll be praying for everyone's safety. Good luck, Kia. I'm sure you and the others will do great. You betcha, Shizuku. We're gonna have so much fun together once this is all over. It'll be just like the good old days. Alright, there's no, he said he was gonna pass a message along to God, unless he's just doing it in his head. Okay. I think it was just a thing. Noelle? No? Ma'am? I had the chance to return home during the occupation, but I just couldn't stand parting from my husband. I did feel terrible for imposing upon the church, but they were too kind to allow me to stay. My husband is always instilling me with courage. Speaking to him through prayer helps me realize that no matter what may come, everything will be all right. Edward Walker. I mean, at least maybe Ian's afraid to come here. Name's born under the this is the same as always. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, we're going in. Refugees. City still in chaos. Okay. They got nothing. Nothing of value there. Lloyd, thank you so much for what you did in the city. I'm glad to see you, Ellie, and Kia are all right. Not Randy, though. I can't understate just how important it is that you've brought hope back to everyone's heart. Everyone in the cathedral is in much higher spirit than they were before. It's good to see them smiling again. We all know things are still dire, but we're holding our faith that we'll find a way to pull through it again. May Adios be with you all for what's to come. Thank you, Sister Marble. We're not going to lose faith either. That's right, we'll do whatever it takes to put an end to this madness. Just sit tight in the meantime. We promise we'll be careful. Can't thank you enough. Okay, no one in there. What about there's one person? Oh no, the hiccups. Hatina. Most people who took refuge here have already returned to the city. Sister Juju is outside looking over the children who haven't been picked up yet. Things sure have changed since a few years ago. She's a real hit with them now. I think I'll take this opportunity to clean up the classroom when they're outside. She's a real hit with them because they like picking on her for some reason. Actually, if a kid is picking on you, it means he has a crush on you, right? Is that how it is? I never did that when I was a kid. Well, did I? I don't know. I know it's too soon to celebrate, but I couldn't be happier to see the city free again. Now the children that had to take refuge at the cathedral can return to their homes. The church is capable of wonderful things, but crises such as this are a reminder that we can't replace family and genuine bonds. So you've returned after all. You've done well. Scarlet was here earlier to brief me on everything that happened. It's good to hear the brainwashing has worn off, and things are much calmer around the city. I should have known she'd get the word out by now. Such a busy bee. Though, yes, that's correct. We managed to avoid full-scale panic in the city at the very least. How long that lasts with the tower looming over us is another matter. We're on our way to get rid of it. I authorized your congregation operating in Crossbell again, thinking it would prevent incidents like this. However, I'll hold my tongue from further complaints. I realize this matter vastly exceeds your typical jurisdiction. I'll be praying for your success all the same. The fate of the continent rests on each of your shoulders. Appreciated. We'll need all the prayer we can get. Okay. And that is everywhere here. So we're done with that. Let's go to entertainment districts. There's a lot of places here, but Alright, the streets aren't too busy at least. Calvardian clerk? You're under house arrest. Yeah, I remember you. Even though you don't have a name. I feel like you should have just given him a name. Where do we go from here? So much to think about. Need to figure out what to put down in my report. It didn't take long for this district to get back into business after the occupation ended. I know the mess hasn't been fully cleaned up yet, but every little bit of progress is good, right? The EDF's out, and that means we can finally open our doors up again. Time to bring in the customers. What about that tower? He doesn't care about the tower. One of our best customers got in touch, so I'll be accompanying them. I'm so glad. My favorite part of this job is putting a smile on someone's face. That's why I'm proud to do what I do. And now to get to it. Good for you. Why was I in support of the United Nations? I can't figure it out for the life of me. Whatever the reason, then, I can say with certainty that I'm completely against the Supreme Leader's plans now. Grasswell's faced countless tragedies compared to the rest of Zemeria, but that's also what makes us want to fight so hard, so that others never have to experience what we have. Pim's been working harder than anyone I know, so you won't catch me resting on my laurels. We've got a whole slew of customers who are ready to cut loose and game their hearts out. Game? Let's have ourselves some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Game where? Who cares about profits? It's all about good service wrapped in a good time. Let's party. Wouldn't you be in front of the casino? And there's Eris. You. The big takeaway after everything is that Crossbell's at its best when it's free. I may be an Imperial, but I love this place just as much. I plan to use my hostess skills the mostest to keep the city fun and flirty. Okay. Want to play? Occupation's over and the casino's back. Oh god, do they have new prizes? May need to take a few minutes. Ilya really is beautiful as a Tuscan dancer, but I still can't help but associate her with the flames in the sun. You even made a new ice cream for her dark side. How dare you? That's why I created the Soleil ice cream. The delicious treat made fiery hot, even if it's actually cold, after being mixed with fiery red fruits. Get a scoop of this to show your love for Ilya and the rest of our conceal. Okay. Next one, Risha flavored, but how to embody the way she sparkles if she won her duel against Ilya. I'm gonna have so much fun figuring these out. She really likes ice cream. Yeah, we'll buy 2. That's massive. You know what? I'm buying 10. Screw it. ATS, ADF, and speed large, and a big ass heel. Someday I'm gonna need those. Oh, I think I need these to make a thing. I don't remember which one, but taking care of the vehicles. Sure wish there were more people to help us. Okay. Okay, you too. Call it a gut feeling, but I think we as fans put too much pressure on Lady Ilya in the past. I just got a good look at her a second ago, and she looked like she had a huge weight had been lifted off her shoulders. I'm so glad. As fans, we have to make it clear that we'll always love and support Lady Ilya now and in the future, no matter what she does. Now that she's back with our conceal, I can't wait to keep cheering her on until my lungs give out. Woo! Good for you. Ilya as the Tuscan dancer was gorgeous, but I still love how bright she shines as the fervent dancer. Without our sun, we can't have our beloved Moon Princess and Lady Risha. Sully, Eugene, Theodore, Plea, Celine, and Nikolai too. They're only going to keep improving as the years go on. Get ready, because the golden era of Arc-en-Ciel has only just begun. I can't believe how lucky I am to be able to breathe the same air as them. Eek! Thank you, Adios. This is a big text. Okay, that is everyone outside. Time for the inside. soon as the EDF's sieges had ended, the house arrest put on civilians was lifted. Unfortunately, it seems that progress towards the restoring the local transport networks continues to proceed slowly. Quite a few people still have trouble returning home, whether in Crossbell or abroad. Okay. Very... Aaron. Right, Dario's butler. Dario's continuing to do an outstanding job, despite how crazy things are right now. It's amazing to see just how much he's grown since he came to the hotel. Reen's in our party. I have to talk to him. It'll be nice to finally have something positive to report to his father, President Giscard. Please, Reen. Please have a conversation. You said the only punishment for him was death. These people think they can think kissing my ass for a job well done is enough to put me in a good mood. What? Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not feeling cheery or anything. Can't a guy hum in peace just because he wants to? Oh. Why the hell does this sort of grunt work give me so much satisfaction? It's driving me nuts. Yeah, cleaning always makes people... You don't feel it when you think about, like, oh, I have to clean. But once you start, you're like, this is a good feeling. Just 6 months ago, Dario was so awful. He tried to hit on me and harassed me when he stayed here at the hotel. But now he's completely different. Just goes to show how people really can change if they put their mind to it, I suppose. He still has the habit of letting bad language slip out. And he's not as direct about his feelings as I'd like, but maybe that's part of his charm in the end. Can't have him be the only one looking good around the job. Refugees? Trains aren't running. You'll have to take a bus. Might be safer to stay in Crossbell. It might be. I don't think the Divine Lightning would strike right next to the tower, because that would remove the tower. So, it might be safest here. It may be under house arrest, but the staff has taken great care of me while I stayed here. They're all so nice, and the service on a whole is beyond thorough. I'm especially impressed with Dario. He always knows just what to recommend, from relaxing scents to soothing music. Not to mention he has quite an eye for beauty. A feat for someone so young. Couldn't have asked for a better attendant. He's certainly changed, that's for sure. It's fair to say that the insurrection has done considerable damage to the local economy. Yet even now, Letitia, our manager, is prioritizing the satisfaction of our guests over our own profits. So that's what the rest of us are focusing on now, doing everything we can to ensure our guests have a pleasant, comfortable stay. Okay? Let's go to the jazz bar first. It's only appropriate. It's been a while since I've seen Eric get so passionate about something. I have a request to host a customer before my usual shift too, so I need to get fired up as well. Eric's right, this place has a chance to draw in some great business once this is all over. Chances are I'll be bringing customers from my club here around the clock if things really take off. Yeah, once everything's back to normal, then sure. It feels like the old back alley is starting to breathe easy now. Again, now that the EDF's been chased out. Not that there isn't still plenty to worry about with that tower looming over us, and who knows what El Calvard might do. Still, the public's grown to trust the CGF and CPD over the last few years. There's one thing Crossbones are used to. It's handling adversity. We'll make it through this and have our Independence Day. I know it. Until then, I'll continue easing our customers' worries and meeting their needs for food, drink, and music. Okay. Good bartender. Get 3 of those. I should have 10 of it. Well, now I know I can come back and just buy these whenever, so thank God for that. Imelda. Is she gonna try to... Oh, she's gonna try to poach Lapis again. Well, welcome, kiddos. So you're Lapis. You're becoming more and more human-like. You're welcome to come live with me if your friends ever get tired of you. I even give you my word not to sell you. Instead, you'll be the mascot of my shop. Whoa, that's a generous offer. Don't fall for it, LP. There's no telling what unscrupulous things she'll do to you. Something tells me she'd treat you very well. That I would, so care to cut a deal? Hey, stop treating me like I'm merchandise. Lapis gets final say, and if she's not for it, it's best to give up. How unfortunate. It was surprisingly short. Well, aren't you a strange bunch? I'm sure you'll be able to put an end to that giant tower with this group. I'll be counting on you to clear this all up for me. Yeah, for you.
What'll it be?
Yeah, now that we got this group, she's not like, get out. You know what? I'm gonna have to make another Grail Locket here soon, so I might as well just get 2 of each of these ready.
Come again.
Still have 900k. Okay, the casino. As I understand it, the fate of Crossbell rests on all your shoulders, doesn't it? But I can't imagine what it's like to carry such a heavy burden, or how difficult it'll be to stop such a frightening weapon. Nevertheless, I know I'm not the only one in the city willing to bet on your success. I've no doubt you'll come out victorious, and when you do, I hope you'll come visit us for a well-earned rest and relaxation. We'd be happy to have you. Okay, that was good. I ran into Lecter outside. Yeah, I didn't even recognize him without his vacation attire on. But you know, I always did think he and Mr. Drake are a lot alike. You can tell just by a glance that they're no average Joes. I hope he visits again one day. Oh, here's where I got my first... Just to know that I could have grinded all of these so much earlier on, that would have helped me in the long run, but I only got 1 evergreen back then. Nah, there's not really anything worth it here, except for these. I will have 10 of you. Oh, and these I think are used to... It's fine, we can literally exchange, like... Yeah, we can get as many tokens as we want easily. No matter. I took refuge inside the staff's break room here at Drake's insistence over the last week. It was actually quite fun living here, if you can believe it. What a unique experience. Drake has always been the caring sort, so it was just like him. He'd do anything for an old friend. Wait a sec, I thought I recognized you. Ray Tarosa. How you been? I've been well, Randy. You seem to have been doing well for yourself these last couple of years. I'm sure you still have plenty of work to do, but what do you say to catching up once it's all over? We can play a few hands together. You're on. I'd really like that, but the loser is buying drinks. Someone tells me there's more on the horizon. Okay. Thank you. Ray Tarosa's poker face as always was a cut above the rest. I may be a dealer, but I'm a gambler at heart. There's much I can still learn from her. He had nothing to say about the state of things. That guy's very focused. There we go. I came rushing over to play the second I heard the casino was back for business. I've got a day's worth of gambling. I got days worth of gambling to make up for. Crossbell just isn't the same without its wild side, if you ask me. Really? There's no one else here? Just Drake? Well, if it isn't the SSS. I believe I speak for all of us when I say thank you for freeing our city once more. I'm sure it couldn't have been easy. I also understand Murray was seriously wounded and was only finally transported to the proper hospital a little while ago. Randy, you had better not be putting too much on your shoulders again. I have enough things to worry about on my plate. It's got you there. Anything else you have to say for yourself? Lay off, will you, Drake? Sorry if I had you clutching your pearls in fear. I got another talking to from Captain Crossbell over here. Still wasn't as bad as when I ran off a few years ago. I'm glad to hear it. And I'll give you credit where it's due. You've been growing as a person alongside that tab you still owe me. And I'd like to think I have everyone around me to thank for that. The growing part, not the drinking part, I mean. Still, I'm sure you know how it is for us. There's always unfinished business. I'll drop by to unwind a little once this mess is finally behind us. Who knows? Might even pay off a little of that tab while I'm at it. Just a little. You and I both know that won't be happening, but fine. I'll pour you a drink. Make sure to bring Beret with you, too. It's a relief to know Randy yet again managed to avoid getting himself killed. Just a little of that tab. Good old Randy. Alright, you three. I saw a whole lot of people saw that broadcast. The reactions were absolutely wild. It reminded me all over again just how powerful a performance can be. Too many people are cheering me on for me to abandon all hope. I gotta give my all towards getting Arkansas up and running again. I knew Ilya was acting strange, but all I could do was watch. I'm a real failure as her manager. But now isn't the time to be drowning in regret. I need to stand tall and do whatever I can for this theater, for every one of us in Crossbell. Okay. I forgot to talk to you twice. Okay. A lot of the staff are still pretty confused, myself included. But for now, we've talked it over and concluded that the show must go on. Ilya will be coming back to us in one piece. We know she will. And when she does, we all want her to see just how much we've grown. Alright, let's go this way first. Hey, how are you guys doing? I heard from Sully that Ilya's resting at the hospital. This is all because you never gave up on her, Risha. Is Risha with us? That's our moon princess. You're just too cool for your own good. And our good, too. Oh. Oh, no. All I did was focus on our dance. But thank you. You sure did. And there's no way I could watch that and not get fired up. Things might still be a mess right now, but once all calms down, we gotta get the show on the road. Everyone's doing what they can to help right now, so don't worry about us, alright? You and the E3S go do what needs being done. I'm gonna take this time to polish my skills and catch up to your amazingness. I'll hold you to that then. Don't worry about us. Okay, yo. Sully's with her now. If you want, you should go to Risha. Okay. Because she's not, like, officially a member of the SSS, so I don't know why I just assumed she was part of the locked list and she was hanging out with Ilya at the hospital. I don't know why I didn't think she was with us. Like, Wazi and Noelle make sense. But Risha's not. Okay. Wait a minute. My town group doesn't have the right people on. Sarah. Tita. I'm embarrassed to say my memories of late have been kind of fuzzy. I apparently made alt costumes for the troupe while the city was occupied. I even made one for the Duskin Dancer. I can't believe I made things in support of the Supreme Leader. It's awful even. I'm getting rid of all of it, ASAP. The craftsmanship is pretty nice though, eh? Be a huge waste to throw out such nice costumes. Actually, yeah. Let me just store them away for another day. Hey, sometimes you come up with a play that needs villains. You got them ready. But I have to admit she was sexy. I don't know if I want to throw out her costume. You didn't make the actual Duskin Dancer costume, though. She has one already, right? How did she get that costume? I thought she just magical girled her way into it. I can't believe I cooperated with the EDF. And we were going to perform to raise morale for the soldiers? It might sound hypocritical coming from me now, but I'd never want to perform in support of a war. We have to get things back to normal as quickly as possible. By the way, there's something I've been rather curious about. That young lady, is she... No, not even a master of his craft could make a doll that looks so human. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say something so strange. It's all right. I am a doll. Oh yeah, they partnered up with Rosenberg Studio before. It'll only make things more confusing if we clarify anything. It was a shock to find out I cooperated with the EDF. Can't let that drag on. I have stage equipment to set up. 2 people down there. And that's it. Hey, Plie or Plie? I don't... Plie. Hi, Eugene. It's nice to see you. Huh? Risha, when did you get here? We just finished taking apart all the equipment the soldiers brought in, but there's still a ton to do. They wanted to do this whole big show to raise morale in anticipation of going to war with neighboring nations. My memories are a little messed up, but I guess we were helping them? Everything from setting up the stage and getting the lighting perfected. And now you gotta put it all back in place. I honestly don't have a clue why we did all that. But it's done now. So now we have to focus on our Dream of a Million Nights performance. Exactly. We can't afford to sit with our hands tied when we got a real show to deliver. Be it Risha, Theodore, or the 3S. We got a ton of rivals, and I don't intend to let a single one of them show me up. Good. Show me what you've got. We're rooting for you to do your part. As artists, there's only one thing we can do. Perform plays. Soul Darkness theme isn't a bad and all, but you have to end dark with the light of hope. Not always. Sometimes, you know, you just don't need to. Some stories are interesting when they end bad. In a weird way. Alright. One more district, and then we can go do the Daydream. Right. Oh man. No library. Oh, hello everyone. Speaker McDowell's in the middle of a conference in the Civic Center. I can't help with that, of course, but I did want to do something for him, so I came to buy an acerbic tomato shake. It's really considerate of you. I'm sure he must give you and Helmer no end of grief, but I feel better knowing he has you in his corner. So please keep looking out for him. But of course, I'll be praying for your safety too. The situation in the city hasn't fully calmed down yet, so maybe I'll have to evacuate again, but standing around doing nothing was really starting to get to me. So here I am doing business again. If I was to recommend one of our drinks over the others, it's definitely the acerbic tomato shake. One sip of this and you'll be ready to run a marathon. Are you sure? This is rather a lot. Oh, absolutely. I know how hard you're all working for the good of Crossbell. Hopefully the intense bitterness of these will bring you all together as one. Anyone who's never tried some is welcome to have a little taste too. Well, a little wouldn't hurt. Wow, it's bitter, but also delicious. You may want to see a doctor with about your taste buds, girl. I can't stomach another sip. LP never ceases to amaze and disturb. Nadia didn't seem fazed by it either. I mean, it is CP plus 30. Technically, you should just have 99 of these on and just, if you're stuck in a dungeon without a way to the Reverie corridor, hell yeah, but less useful in this game when we have a corridor to return to. Oh, these four. What are you all up to? Emma, is this related to that dance? It is. We were just investigating the effects of the curse-like power. Elliot and I bumped into them while patrolling around the city. I was also looking out for the civilians, into how the civilians are faring, as I was following the flow of the septium veins. The brainwashing has almost mostly vanished now that the Supreme Leader has been removed and the mask has been destroyed. That's a relief to hear. I'm more worried about how you're doing. Has the assimilation phenomenon gotten any worse since the last time we spoke? No, it's not a problem for now at least. I can still control my power too. Is this really all because you faced off with your doppelganger? Which doesn't make any sense that Rufus isn't changed at all. Nothing like this happened to Rufus. Thank you. That's what's got me so confused. It has nothing to do with that. It can't. Also, he was like that for a moment before he faced his doppelganger. Not only did that other Reen's appearance bug me, but there's something off about him. He was bizarrely lifelike. Yeah, he's not a replica. I can't shake the feeling that he wasn't just a copy. But why would Reen be a special case? There has to be something to it. I'd imagine it's because he has a key role when it comes to the tower, but I couldn't say anything beyond that. Regardless, I agree that there's something ominous at work that we're missing. Whoever this imposter is, we'll have to face him eventually if he's going to block our path. And when we do, we'll have to fight not just to save Reen, but the entire world. Yeah, no pressure. We did manage to overcome even the Great Twilight. We can do this. If you feel like anything about your condition has changed, you better tell us. Don't worry, I will. Thanks, everyone. Listen to you all, as saccharine as ever. Then, again, here I am, helping to save the world too. Life sure is strange. Hey, C, or Crow, I suppose. Neither of us can afford to die out here. We need to keep living for the sake of our lost comrades. There's still a lot of sin to atone for. You're preaching to the choir, sister. I've already died once, so I know I'm not going to waste my second chance. Let's get this done and make our old friends proud. Who could have imagined a former terrorist like me fighting to save the world? I was ready to return to Adios' side during the Civil War, but perhaps this is fate. Scarlet, don't tell me you still... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to kill the mood by bringing up bad memories. I finally got to meet the members of the RILF. Yet here I am being a downer. Please don't remind us about that. The honor is all ours, Lady S. Oh, should I follow Nadia's lead and give her a salute? See, you're just gonna confuse her. The party never ends with you guys. But you know, I'm glad your time as C could help you out. So you say. It's back to investigating the flow of the spirit veins for me. I'll need to hook up with a vault so we can get a few things moving. In short, don't worry about a thing down here. Don't worry about a thing here. I've got it all under control. I might be a peon on the totem pole, but I'm still part of the Gralsritter. I'm happy to do what I can to help. I trust you'll do what you can on your end too, Father. Don't do anything to him that would embarrass me now, I would never. I want to look as cool as I can while defending my second home. It's good to see things worked out with Scarlet too. We got a lot of catching up to do, but that can wait for after around a campfire or something. My sights are set on this operation. I'll be ready when the time comes. You best do the same. Yeah, I will be. I managed to get in touch with Dad a little while ago. Well, General Craig, I mean. He said the armor divisions are in a state of alert. They're prepared to do everything in their power to help, even if they can't stop that tower with military force. Every little bit helps. Still, that's all the more reason for us to succeed with this operation, so that it doesn't come to that. I couldn't agree more. But promise not to push yourself too hard, Reen. We're all here for you. You can lean on us. Vita and Grandmother look like they're up to something, but they refuse to tell me what. All they told me was be prepared for anything. I wish they'd fill me in, but I'll face whatever comes with everything I've got. Not just as a witch, but a member of Class 7. So long as we combine forces, I'm sure we can put a stop to this, like we always do. Alright, Celine? Oh god, the camera. This is starting to get real old. It's like my life's purpose is to spend all my days worrying my head off about you. I guess it just comes with the job. Listen, if you sense anything, any changes, anything at all, you tell me, capiche? At least you can do for all you put me through. Oh, damn. Hey, everyone. There's an emergency meeting. We'll play our parts as best we can. Good luck out there. What's going on here? Let me begin by saying that I commend each of you for a job well done in freeing the city. Civilian casualty and property damage are both lower than expected. We couldn't have asked for a better result. However, we now find ourselves faced with an even greater risk. The Retribution Tower must not be allowed to fire again, or else all of Zemuria will be plunged straight into chaos. I realize facing another crisis so soon, with little room to breathe, may be demoralizing. Nevertheless, times like these are when we must show the world just how strong Crossbell resiliency is. Our pride is just as firm as any great nation, even when we don't have a state to call our own. Isn't that right? Would you look at that? Old Pierre's got some spine after all. And I'll say, it's hard to deny at this point. Can't you tell I'm a busy man? I'm trying to give a pep talk over here, and I'll stay out of my way. Anything I say can impact the morale of our rank and file. That's the responsibility I carry as Vice Commissioner. Truthfully, I'm terrified deep down and want nothing more than to run away, but I can't afford to show even a curum of weakness. Right, we understand. Hang in there, sir. I knew he was putting on a lot on his shoulders, but I didn't realize how much it was affecting him. He's doing an admirable job, all things considered. His spotty track record in particular. Okay, you guys all have generic lines here. Well, he's keeping the morale up for sure. God, this place is always so dark. This is not... Police stations are supposed to be light as hell, so there are no corners, left open. This is absurdly dark. Why is it so dark and... Can't just give up now. Okay. Need to be flexible. You don't have experience. Sure. How are you guys, though? We've confirmed the EDF's removal and apprehension. The 2nd Division will now focus on providing support to the CGF as they begin their preparations. I'm leaving the finer details to the team leaders. Do what you gotta do to get the job done. Let's put an end to this and take back Crossbell. Yes, sir. This for you and me, Raymond. We got a meeting with the 1st Division scheduled. Aye, Chief. 2nd Division has its hands full. Let's work just as hard as they are. Good to see you, 3S. You're up against some crazy-ass tech. Who knows what might go down? We all gotta make sure we're equipped to deal with whatever's thrown at us. We free the city and the crap hits the fan all over again. You gotta be kidding me. But you know what? We've been through hell and high water, so I'm not giving up just yet. Okay, not much actually going on in here. Being held in the same room as the secretary from Calvard was an uncomfortable experience. Just glad the city was liberated. It sounds like we have the Ashen Chevalier and many others to thank. Your Lecter and the RMP are taking part to silence the tower. As the secretary of the Empire, can't afford... Okay. Chief Clip, I'm so glad the EDF's occupation of the region is finally at an end. Our problems aren't over yet, unfortunately, but right now I need to focus on getting the Civic Center ready for visitors once more. Okay. And I honestly feared the worst when the city was occupied. I'm so glad Crossbell is free once more. I can't wait for this building to be full of energy and joy again. Somewhat of a random group. Oh, hey guys. It's good to see you all. Same to you, sir. We're going around getting ready for the operation right now. Are you exchanging information with our fellows from the Empire? That's right. I wanted to learn more about the situation there directly. Okay, well, his dad's the Chancellor, and he's one of the 4 houses. Okay, this does make sense. I'm happy you chose to speak with us, too. To put it simply, the destruction of Juno has everyone in the Empire in a state of shock. Dad has issued a statement and is appealing for calm through radio broadcasts, but it's a lot to ask in times like these. I can confirm that the 4 great houses have just had their own remote conference as well. They have all agreed to do what they can to keep the country calm, with Marquis's High Arms, Ragnar, and Ballad in taking charge. But they will only be able to keep things in check for so long, especially when it comes to people's feelings. That's true. But the war is so fresh in people's memories, it's hard to imagine everyone not feeling angry about what happened. Yeah, and that anger is going to be directed right at the United Nation, and by that I mean Crossbell. Oh, my voice is going. Right now, it sounds like people are more confused than mad, but that's likely going to change in time. I would certainly wager so, but if people start taking a hard stance on Crossbell, that's only going to play right into our enemy's hands. Humans are so foolish. Why point a finger at Crossbell for this when the United Nation is clearly to blame? Of course, the very idea of a United Nation is a clear symbol of humanity's foolishness in itself. I say that fully aware. It is very much something that I would think of. You sure you want to be the one saying that? You truly are unbelievable, Rufus. I don't know. I like seeing how he seems to finally have given the specter of his past the boot. I would not be so sure about that. Regardless, Mr. Speaker, while I will admit this suggestion comes from a man as foolish as any other, if you truly love Crossbell, you must follow your heart and walk the road you believe in, without ever hesitating. People harbor more than just foolishness inside, and there is a sort of trust that can come from using one another too. So I would suggest you use any means you can to make your hopes a reality, including using us for your own ends. Gosh, that's encouraging to hear from you. Honestly, one day you will learn to be straight with your feelings. He's right though. Feel free to involve us in achieving your goals however you wish. We will be happy to contribute. Perhaps you are all right. Then allow me to tell you exactly what shape my dream for the future takes. I wish for Crossbell to be a state that works for harmony, hand in hand with its neighbors, not one that asserts itself over them. With so many people from other countries cooperating with us now, it feels as though my dream has already been half granted. But our goal is yet to be fully achieved. So I hope I can continue to count on you to help bring about a future where we can stride ahead, side by side. Of course, we'll do it. I have to... Yeah, you could tell when my voice starts to crack there, that's when I have to take a quick break, but... Let's get these guys out of the way first. By the way, Ellie, I know the timing isn't very convenient, but I thought you should know that Diana called from Erebonia earlier. Oh, you heard from Mother? Yes, she's been quite worried with everything that's been happening. Your mother wants to help in any way she can and has been gathering goods to have shipped over here. That's just like her. Okay, we can't let Mother's kindness be in vain. Agreed. And I've heard secondhand that Ryan has been trying to quell public concerns in Calvard as well. We can't afford to rest on our laurels. I'm counting on you young people until the very end. We won't let you down. We'll finish what we started. Oh, Adios. I was looking for ways to help out, and I ended up being roped into acting as a minute taker for this meeting? I don't recognize everyone here, but this is a really important meeting for our relationship with the Empire, right? No, I can't be getting cold feet now, not with Vald in town. I need to show him just how much I've grown. It's a weird feeling seeing little old Dino working here at the Civic Center. I'm not Vald, but I'm cheering you on all the same. Ah, thanks, Vazi. Oops. Oh, I skipped all that. He's gonna meet up with Loganov. Okay. Rufus really has changed while hanging out with you kids, you know that? I was caught off guard when I had my Arcus 2 stolen in the capital, but now I wish I could have gotten to know you all better. Oh, I've got an idea. I know the tastiest crepe shop ever. Let's go together when we get the chance. Oh, you've just sealed the deal. Best friends now. Goes without saying, we'll be dragging Eustace and Rufus along. Their treat. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Delightful, even. Sure is. It's decided then. What was that I just heard about our treat? Aren't you getting ahead of yourselves? We still have a mission to complete first. Ah, come on. You know we're gonna find a way to pull through somehow. And so be it. If you're that confident, then I would be glad to treat everyone. Rufus. Are you being serious? Yes, it would be good to catch up with my brother and see for myself how much he's grown. And quite frankly, I never had the chance to get to know the White Rabbit. And that said, a verbal agreement is hardly means anything while the tower remains standing. And here I thought you were going to be thoughtful for once. Would it kill you to be more honest with your feelings? Look who's talking. You're no better than he is, you know. Don't lump me together with him. They sure know how to go at it. But doesn't it seem like they get along perfectly? I can't help but agree after seeing them like this. Then it's a promise. Once we stop it, we're going on a crepe tour. You can even bring Claire and Lecter along with us across the whole empire. I heard the seasonal crepes in Ortis are delish, too. It's going to take a whole weekend to hit up every stop, so better pack your bags. This is getting a little out of hand. How lively. Nope. Okay, I'm just going around the back. Forget I said anything. Mutual cooperation will be essential to the coming operation, so I'll be counting on you. Even if I do find your companions to be nosy and think those glasses look ridiculous on you. Do they? I'll keep that in mind. And I'd say we've earned the right to be curious after all we've been through. If possible, I'd like the chance to discuss things with a little more with Speaker McDowell before the operation begins. I believe my sources with the Imperial government and Eustace's ties to the four great houses would prove invaluable. Or just valuable. That's excellent thinking, Machias. I'll see what I can do. You two make for a productive team. I'll leave you both to it then. Yeah, leave it to us. Alright. Oh god, we're in an hour and a half. I was thinking about... yeah, you have to go up to the rooftop. I'm gonna save that for the central episode. Or I know we're leaving this part. It's technically north, but I'm gonna leave this out. This whole. I'm sure it's not even that long, or there's not that many people to talk to there. But we have to do that daydream. So, wait. Did I cover absolutely everything? Everything but Orcus Tower is done on the north side. So yeah, we're good. We're gonna do the witches one, and I'm probably, unless it takes 45 minutes, which I hope it doesn't. But we'll see how long this daydream does. We'll do, I guess, two more Palm Party people. But there's not much room for like doing Project Tearfing in this one, so that might have to be the next one, depending on how much goes
Visitor
Visitor access detected.
I'm also going to reset you quick.
Reconstructing Reverie corridor.
And here. All right, I'm gonna go grab something to drink because this is going to be Taki, more Taki, for sure. All right.
Slab of reminiscence activated.
Slammed a bunch of water and then got more coffee. Yep. Wishes of a Witch. I have no idea what this is actually going to be about, but well, we'll see. Oh, wait for me. Who is it? Where? Oh dear, this is why I told you not to run. Master, come quick.
Oh, what's all the fuss?
Is that adult Roselia? Where it only happens during a rest craft, where she turns into an adult really quickly.
Oh, you poor thing, you've grazed your knee.
It hurts, Mommy. Make it go away with your magic.
Or is this Emma's real mom? Oh, this is probably Emma's real mom.
Mommy knows just the spell for this. Pain, pain, go away.
Huh? That's not magic, Master.
Oh, maybe not, but it works just like it. Pain, pain, go away.
You're silly, Mommy.
And once more for good measure, go away.
Okay, we're probably playing from Emma's perspective then. I spent my early years in an ordinary town. My mother was from a remote region, but moved there after marrying my father. And although he died not long after I was born, my mother chose to remain there, and we lived as a happy family of 2. Of course, given my tender age, I understood little of the situation, and I had no way of knowing where my mother was born either. All I ever concerned myself was with the 2 of us and the elder cousin who came to play every so often. They were my worlds. Yet, as with the all halcyon days, they were not destined to last. What did you just say? I said Isola won't be coming back again. She's gone somewhere far, far away. Too far for any of us to go and pick her up. That can't be true. Mommy would never just leave me. She wouldn't. Wah. I won't tell you not to cry, but considering that her blood flows within you, you have a right to choose the life you want to lead. Come with me to your mother's home, the village of Erin. Meet your familiar. She's going to be your family. Be family to you from now on. Give her a name, Emma. Oh, what a pretty black kitty. A name, What about Celine? Suits me well enough. Nice to meet you, Emma. You're gonna become a first-rate witch with me at your side. I won't accept anything less. Yay, nice to meet you too, Celine. I'm gonna be just like Mommy one day, you'll see. Even Grianos seems to be celebrating. It's been a long time since I saw Emma this happy. I'm assuming the cousin was, or the elder cousin that came to visit was Vita. Now we can breathe easier, if only a little. Agreed, it's up to us to watch over her now. I've got Vita, my grandmother, and even Celine at my side now, so it wouldn't be fair to me to complain about being lonely. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I do remember this picture, right? This is not a new picture, I think. Vita's gone? Grianos too? And he didn't even try to stop her? That foolish girl. What was she thinking throwing her lot in with the society of all things? Should have seen the signs earlier. How could I have been so blind? I'm always like this. I'm always failing to notice what matters until it's too late. God, I wish I knew who was talking. Just forget about her, Emma. She has nothing to do with us anymore. You need to think about... Emma! Ugh, damn it, Rose, you idiot. Sniff, why did everyone leave me alone? All alone, why? First Mom, now Vita. I wish I was stronger. I wish I was strong enough to fight the urge to cry. You're not alone, Emma? You're now ready to handle the truth, so awaken my darling daughter. Oh, a dream. I remember now. I was cleaning grandmother's room and then... I haven't had that dream in quite a while. The one where I have to relive Vita and my mother leaving me all over again. But I don't remember the dream ever ending that way before. Is this what I think it is? Interesting. After the war ended, I traveled across the land with Celine as a wandering witch. We spent several months ensuring that all the spirit veins had returned to normal in the wake of the Great Twilight. And partway through our mission, we returned to Erin to report our progress. But little did we expect what we'd find there. I hope you have a very good explanation for this. You never told me that my mother had another diary? Don't expect me to back you up here, Rose. Emma's got every right to be annoyed. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. You haven't been in Erin for quite some time. You must be tired. How about I make some of my grandmother? I wasn't trying to hide it from you or as such. It's just that it's no ordinary diary, so I put it out of the way where you wouldn't find. In other words, you hid it from me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'd swear you were a paleontologist with all the skeletons in your closet, woman. I couldn't agree more. Still not gonna voice any of her lines? Vita. Hello, you two. What are you doing here? You've been missing since the war ended. Exactly, then you just pop up like it's the most natural thing in the world. Well, I wasn't expecting fate to draw me here either. Care to explain how a diary my master wrote during her travels ended up here? We were told that her death was an accident in an unknown location. What are you keeping from us? Oh, this one's about the truth of her mother's death. Very well. I can see there's no getting out of this. This all began 2.5 years ago, not long after you left the village for the academy, Emma. One day, an owl appeared, parcel in tow. Opening it, I found a diary and a brief message saying, "Give it to you when the time is right." Wait. Is her mom not dead? Oh. Witches in the Middle Age used to communicate using owls. And Isola's familiar was a white owl to boot. Indeed, though hers was not the owl that came to me, I can only assume she gave those items to it just before her passing. Oh, she did die. Evidently, there was more to her final journey than she told any of us. Because it seems that the pages of that diary will only come to bear the truth when you take it to a specific location. That explains why most of the pages are blank. You couldn't be more precise. A specific place doesn't help much. I would if I could. I know little more about all of this than you do. Still, now that I've told you this much, can you honestly say you wouldn't have become preoccupied with this if you'd found it just before banishing the Twilight? Well, it's fair. All right, I'll spare you my wrath. This time. Still, I can't believe we happened upon this the moment the Twilight ended. Oh, I'm sure that's no coincidence. I imagine she influenced the laws of causality with her magic so that you would find it when you were ready. She really did go through a lot of work here, but I'd expect no less from the witch I respect above all others. Hey, I'm right here, you know. So if I can read this, I can finally find out more about my mother. If we can find where we're supposed to take it, at least. This is going to be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Want me to save you the trouble? I don't know. Oh, it is Zeit. A wolf? Zeit, long time no see, my comrade. Several 100 years, I believe. I was not aware that you'd regress so much physically. Did you have to bring that up? Wait, if you know my grandmother if you've known her for that long, then you must be the divine wolf who once watched over the Septarian of Crossbell. And he's also in a famous book, just like Roselia. Also, apparently, Cecile's ancestor was what is that book called? I forgot the name of it. The Wolf and the Night. I don't remember it. What? seems to have been unsettled in Crossbell ever since the war ended. Does that relate to why you're outside of it all? Indeed, that is one reason I have been traveling around the continent. While on my journey, I happened to find something strange, something that I thought you ought to be informed about. Such as, it so happens that the white rune of some sort appeared in Osgiliath Basin not long ago. One that appears to be of gnomish origin. What? Isn't that the big crater where they had their battle? The impact from the knights flying back? Could that be what they're looking for? Perhaps the diary is responsible. Sounds like it's worth looking into, either way. It does, although as much as I'm itching to go straight away, we don't know what we might be waiting for us there. Should prepare ourselves before we set off. I shall accompany you after letting the villagers know that I'm leaving. You haven't been here for some time, Vita. You should at least say hello to everyone. I suppose that wouldn't hurt. Once we've made the rounds, we should head for the teleportation circle at that... Wait, you're not gonna, like, let me... Really? I mean, thank God there aren't that many people in this town. Oh my God. We haven't been here in a while. This isn't even gonna appear in the story. It's, they added, or kept this town in from 4 just for the chance for Emma to walk around? Well, I gotta check every room, obviously. I don't need to, like, look around for stuff or anything, but... Which room is yours, Emma? Emma? She's not answering. I bet this is her room. That looks like her room. Isn't there a ladder somewhere? I thought there was a ladder that goes up to Rose's. Did I miss it? Hold on, I'm just curious now. Am I blind? Ah, it's in that room specifically. Oh, God. Place is a mess. A lot of interesting stuff here. I can't fast travel though. Okay. Nope. Seems like I have Vita in my party though. Oh my God. And it's a 5S. It's a 5S. You're stronger than Roselia. And this is when Roselia, like, stops giving people stuff and, like, takes all the... She's, like, suppressing her power to give to other people, I think. And that's why she's a child, I believe.
It has been too long since I visited the witch's village.
Then we ought to be showing you around. There is much to see. You come too, Vita. If only to say hello to everyone who's missed you. No need to twist my arm. I sort of wanted to see if anything's changed.
Okay, thank God. She is voice. I was worried they didn't get Erica back somehow. Because she hasn't said anything so far, both times she's been in. So this blue wolf is an old acquaintance of Rose's, eh? I practically jumped out of my skin when you went running by. My apologies. And you can talk? Do you have a Rose and Celine sort of deal going on? No, I'm not from here, so I'm still figuring out how this magic stuff works. Anyway, welcome to Iron Village. Don't hesitate to give a holler if there's anything you need. Oh, the summoning circle came to life and spat out a wolf just a bit ago. Scared the life out of me. Makes sense if he's one of Rose's guests, though. How are you doing? I was wondering who was up in the manor, but I hardly expected it to be you, Vita. You were always were one for dropping in unannounced. I know you've got your reasons, but I think it'd do you good to visit a bit more often. From what I hear, Emma has scolded you for abandoning the village enough for all of us, and then some. And we all know how hard you worked to stop the tragedy of the Twilight from spreading. Emma certainly gave me an earful and a half. I can't possibly imagine when or where that cute child from my memories developed such a nasty temper. You can't, Vita? You have no idea why I developed a temper? Well, anyway, I'm grateful for the welcome. Thank you, Lise. By the way, Emma, why don't you bring your friends from Class 7 over more often? Ever since the Twilight ended, we've hardly seen hide nor hair of them, right, Rose? We can't exactly call ourselves a hidden village if we constantly have guests coming and going, but you do have a point. Understood. I'll make sure to invite them over soon. I'm assuming no one else would be here. I'm really curious about the old lady who lives in that house specifically. She's training that little girl, and she's like, not Nina, training another little girl. Forgot her name. Leaving already, Emma? But you just got here. Oh, and you got Miss Rose with you too, and Miss Vita, and a wolf apparently? Sorry to surprise you, but we've got a little errand to run. Now, I wish you could take me to see the outside too. I've been working hard with Sis. Can't I get up for just a bit? Don't be in such a rush, child. Calm yourself. As I understand it, both you and your sister will soon be done with your training. Really? Did you hear that, Albereo? It'll finally be our time to show the world what we can do for real. You've got quite the challenging final exam to pass first, of course. Oh, come on, Miss Rose. Way to getting our hopes up. I guess that means we've still got a ways to go, huh? It reminds me of Emma when she was their age. Darn it, becoming a wandering witch takes too much work. Look at it this way, though. At least we're almost at our finals, right? Let's crush it, sis. There's an entire massive world out there waiting for us. You're absolutely right, Albereo. Let's get ready for our finals. And then we did see them already in Heimdall. Very briefly. The general goods store. This guy. Aroy. Is that who I think it is? Rose. That's right. He's the one I've spoken of. This is Zeit, an acquaintance from my younger days. I believe it's been a few centuries since we last met. Just as I thought. This is the divine wolf from your tales. My stars, he's even more splendid in person. I'll have to take note of everything that's happened today in the village's records. Please, I hardly think his appearance is worth that much fuss. I'm quite splendid myself when I take my original form on, I'll have you know. Yeah, you never let us hear the end of it. You don't have to go and throw a tantrum, you know. To think I lived long enough to meet the divine wolf from legends. Old age does have its advantages. Jinko told me so many stories of the outside world when she stayed with me during the Great Twilight. Oh yeah, she did set up shop here. The world is full of surprises, even at my ripe old age. And that guy could not stand her at first, and then came around. Noah, that's who it is. Are you heading to the hot springs? Before you go, would you like to see the new talent Loki's been practicing? Come on, show them the Granny Rose impression we were just practicing. And how is that supposed to do an impression of me exactly? Curiosity is killing me, but I'm a little scared at the same time. Show it! You look like you need a break, pal. Though it's impressive that girl's gotten this far without a taming spell. Perhaps the children of this village may surpass us all one day after all. What the? That wolf is practically pulsing with power. It's like a massive mana with legs. Mr. Wolf, would you like to be my familiar? I'm afraid I'm already under contract as a police dog. Ah, darn it. I got to you too late. You tried.
Fairy Spring. I've seen a few like these in Crossbell.
I heard they installed a spa in the Uptown district. I'd certainly love to take a dip in this one, though.
Let's. I'm itching to see for myself how much you two have blossomed as grown women.
Grandmother, only creeps say that kind of thing.
And do you not know her yet? She's almost as bad as Angelica. All right, I was wondering if there was a scene here, but it seems like it's just it's just showing them.
I feel much better now.
Okay, 3 more places. Well, technically 4. I'd like completely forgotten about this village, and it's all coming back to me like immediately from just a quick walk around. Like a bunch of scenes are coming back to me, or not scenes, but NPC dialogue and stuff. Welcome to, well, if it isn't Vita, paying us a little visit. You brought a mysterious furry friend with you too. Is something the matter? Oh no, we're just here on a little errand. It's nothing you should worry about, Gandalf. Well, I'll have to take your word for it. You're in good company after all. Good company and all. If everything's fine and dandy, I'll leave you to it. Take care, okay? So, it tells me you're not exactly going to a picnic, though. If everything's fine and dandy, I'll leave it to you. Just take care. All right. He didn't have much to say. Ah, these two. This is the guy that we saw with Albareo. He's always leaving the village to get supplies for the village. Welcome to, oh my, if it isn't Vita, welcome home, dear. Surprised? I thought I'd come by for a bit. I see you brought I see you've brought with you quite the guest. I doubt this is just a friendly visit, though. Are you in the middle of something? Yes, I'm afraid we can't stay here long. We'll need to get moving soon. That being said, we're just here for some preparations. Aaron is perfectly safe. Oh. Anyhow, since you were kind enough to pay us a visit, I can't have you leaving empty-handed. Take this with you. Okay. Thank you, Owler. This should come in handy. Think nothing of it, Rose. Taking care of you is all part of my job. Very well then, Emma. Celine, make sure to look after everyone, yes? I'm sure everything will be fine as long as you two are there, but it never hurts to be careful. Leave it to us. Shouldn't the duty of protecting the others befall on I, the eldest of this party? You should ask yourself that question, Rose. I believe you already know the answer. Spirit veins are stable, and there aren't many monster sightings. Okay. You were constantly giving us just random food. It's a joy to see your beautiful smile again, Vita. Have you been to Dahlia's place yet? She never admits it, but I know she'll be... Okay, that's the name of the old lady. Alright. Let's see her. Isn't she blind? She reminds me of Matoya.
Doing well, my listeners? Misty here, and tonight I'm taking Abendheim on the road. Where? The hometown of yours truly. I'm visiting someone who used to keep me out of trouble.
You have to record your show now? Try not to give hints that'll give us away.
Is she actually recording her show right now? I sensed you had teleported back to the village, but I sure wasn't expecting you to have the gall to show up in my house, Vita. What's that you were messing around with earlier? Recording something? Just a little side job I picked up. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. It's certainly been a while, Miss Dahlia. We didn't get to talk much last time, but I heard you've got yourself a new pupil. I left the village shortly after Isolde passed away, but I learned quite a lot in the short time you've had me under your wing. I'm looking forward to seeing what the birdling grows into. I suppose I have to thank you for that. You to thank for that. This one actually listens to me, unlike you. It makes things a lot easier. I heard you went into hiding after the Great Twilight, but I see you're just fine. I don't know what brings you here, but try to show up every now and then, yeah? I'll see what I can do. I didn't teach you magic just so you could go gallivanting off to goddess knows where. Yeah. No signs of monsters in the forest, but I'm sensing something coming from the village. Its mana is almost as plenty as roses. Wait, what? Could it be the source is staring right in my face? My apologies, I did not mean to startle you. This wolf is none other than an old friend of mine. He won't gobble you up, rest assured. Fingers crossed. Good to know. I'm sorry I reacted like that. It was rude of me. It's amazing how you can already sense such a thing with that crystal ball of yours. Looks like your studies are paying off. I sense an incredible witch in the making. Keep up the good work. I'm rooting for you. Thanks, Emma. I'm going to keep practicing every day. You have no idea you're a friend of Rose's. Sorry for freaking out. Actually, you do seem pretty fluffy. I kind of want to pet you. Well, what am I saying? I'm terribly sorry. Master would be so mad if I did such a thing. Anyway, back to practice. Okay, and I believe that's everyone. I do want to attempt to go out of the village, though. What happens? Dialogue? Anything? Teleportation circle to Eerie Woods. Be heading for the one in the center of the village. Okay. And the airfields? Beyond here is just some open lots outside the village. Okay. I guess it was just open lots. Were they planning to expand? It was an airfield during the last game. Assuming we got everything we need, let's go. Oh boy. We use long-range teleportation magic to jump to Osgiliath Basin, and this is what we found there. Dun dun. Oh. Oh. It's a shrine. Wait. That symbol. Doesn't that look like the Divine Knight? The Zeroth Gilstein? Oh god, I already forgot the name of it. They're gonna say it again at some point, but doesn't that look like the mask that he had on as the symbol? Well, and look, this looks like the place, and this must be where Isola hid the truth. I certainly can't imagine a new spirit shrine showing up right now being a mere coincidence. Mom's diary is reacting to the shrine. Isola must have created it with her magic, so she really did plan for this place to appear as soon as the diary was found. An elaborate undertaking, to say the least, and so very in character for Isola. You have our thanks for telling us about this site. Not at all. It was no imposition. The rest is in your capable hands. Come with! I know little about what is happening, but I wish you all well. And now I should take my leave. What the? He's changed, that one. I never would have pictured him helping others more than absolutely necessary. For a holy beast, he seems awfully devoted to liberating Crossbell. He and his people have been to Gehenna and back, by all accounts. I'd expect as much after all that. Well, Emma, found your nerves? Of course, we're going inside. Can't pass up the opportunity to finally learn what happened to Mother. No matter how solemn the truth might be. Oh, honestly. No. I've never met this Isola person you're all talking about, so I don't have as much of a stake in this as you do. But I'm your guardian, Emma. We'll see this through to the end together. Thank you, Celine. Naturally, I'll be going along for the ride. It was only because of Isola that I first left the village and came to learn more about the world. Want to see this through, too. I'll be coming as well, both to watch over the two of you and because I'm Isola's foster mother. So going through this shrine will make the pages fill up in the book. She made it seem like the book's reacting, but nothing's filled yet. Oh, this isn't... Is this just a short room? No, there was... Oh, hiccups. There was an orbital station. It probably is an actual shrine. The mana inside seems completely unlike the mana in the shrines that appeared during the wars. Perhaps owing to Isola having created it with her own mana. The fact that this shrine still stands a decade after her passing is a testament to her greatness. Indeed, she was always more adept at using mana than most. Well, should we get started? Are you ready, Emma? Ma'am, let's be off. It's not that big. Okay. And now, from Project Orbital Gear, we've learned the strategy for daydreams is analyze.
The structure appears to be
and run.
simple enough.
Simple, yes, but it is a proper spirit shrine. We'll have to approach it as such.
Of course.
A white feather? Steel yourselves, everyone. This is gonna fill one page in the book, I bet. We're under attack. It would appear there is a trial before us. Ready yourself, Emma. I was born ready. Well, that's good. This is not one you can run from. Right, well, I guess we get to see Roselia early. What do you guys have, anyway? Vita's totally one of the gold seals, then. Damage plus 100% for 4... Oh my... That... that is... Vita better be... Better be one of the characters I get, because I will put that on and keep that on, even if I don't use her. For now, I do have to assess, but I probably can't with you. Yeah, let's just, let's get the speed and damage reduction up. And do that.
Fear my power! Crimson Lancer!
It's all me.
Seal mute. This is your break skill. I mean, go for the break.
How will this feel, I wonder? Chilling, perhaps? Now, turn to ice.
Here I come.
She's literally... That... Vita's basically Shiva. What? You don't have your good move? Oh. I mean, they're gonna die on their own. I'm just going to... I don't have battle scope, so...
I'm going.
I have to use detector.
Analyzing enemy unit. I see now.
A bird with vibrant plumage, those who witness its enchanting dance will be inflicted with various ailments. Oh, there it goes. Alright, we gotta get him.
Unit. I see now.
Ancient magician turned into a malice-fueled wraith who stalks the living. Break its mask. To break its mask is to turn to dusk. Dust. Alright, you're weak to that. Oh, that wasn't much.
I'll fix you up. Thank you. I'm going.
Alright.
Activate. So it's on me,
Let's see Bloodfang.
I do believe I'll help myself. How refreshing.
Okay.
It's my turn.
And we'll just kill it.
Yeah. We did pretty good.
I took longer than it should have because I was wanted to assess. Piece of cake. Phew. More words have appeared. Yeah, so every fight we do is going to fill more pages. The contents were designed to reveal themselves as we overcome trials, it would seem. So, what's it say? It's a diary that's dated 11 years ago. Something stirs. Something dark and unfathomable, omnipresent in Erebonia's long history. At times I can sense it in the mana that fills the Empire. None of the stray witches I've consulted can feel it, but I know it can't be my imagination. So for the sake of my grandmother and all the others in the village who saw me off, and so that my daughter pupil and I can live happily together, I resolved to look into this matter. First by venturing to the spirit veins across the land. I wonder if that was like about the Great Twilight, or it's about what's happening now. This is from before Mom set off on her final journey. So, she discerned the existence of Ishmelga's curse before anyone, okay. That's my pupil for you, and the most capable wandering witch of them all. What happened to her then? Whatever the case, it seems we still have a little ways to go to the hardest shrine. Assuming there's another trial awaiting us, there may very well be new information. Let's keep at it, shall we? Yeah. Mom. Interesting. So far, I'm actually liking this one. It's long, but I feel like we're getting good information. Even if they do like 4 or 5 battles here in a row, we're getting good information in between about her backstory. Not politics. We could find ourselves in another open locale, presumably. Okay. That's fine. Indeed, I expect this trial's challenge to eclipse that of the prior. We'd best not let our guards down.
Let's begin.
I mean, we've already got those, so those are done. Yeah, do that.
Fear my power.
Oh, I shouldn't have scared. We haven't seen them much.
Very well.
I'm gonna see if I can burn them. Yeah.
Dance for me. There. Grandmother, leave it to me.
Grandmother.
It's my turn.
Are you no? Oh, they're all weak to fire. I think they're gonna move up before I cast this, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I'm going. Analyzing enemy unit. I see now.
Bovine whose body's become a massive living sepith. It has long forgotten that simple life as a cow. What? He didn't move. Uh-oh, she's confused. Well, that sucks. I was kind of hoping that they would move up. What are you guys doing?
It's my turn.
Do you do anything? Or do they just sit there? What? Alright, cure ailments. Get rid of that. Confuse.
Thank you. I'm rather worked up.
Are you? Screw it.
I shall go.
Kill that one.
Look lively now.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Very well.
Oh, that's all. That's all.
Brianos, be a dear and lend me a hand. Now, finish them off.
Oh, you missed one.
It's my turn.
I like that one. Alright, and just hit him.
Now to keep going.
I love that Roselia's Master Quartz is Kate Sith. The more time I spent investigating legends of old, the more confident I became in my theory, which concerned the great one that came to be from our ancestors' conflicts. I was convinced that the ominous blight lurking in the Empire was the very great one. We witches are not involved, which makes the gnomes the most likely culprits. I can't even imagine the devastation that would result from a collapse between the Hexen clan and the gnomes. I've been hesitant to tell grandmother about all this as a result. Neither do I want to trouble my daughter or people, and so I resolved to solve the. I shall resolve this matter on my own. Lately, however, I feel as though I'm being watched. Perhaps someone has learned of my intentions. I say let them come. I'll gladly be the bait if it leads to information on the gnomes. Oh, that silly girl. If only she had more of a penchant for troubling us. This sheds a whole new light on something she once inquired. She asked one day what I knew about the gnomes. I hadn't the answer to her question at the time. Looking back, this is what led me to look into the black records and rivalries. The pieces are finally falling into place. She went up against the gnomes alone. Then the real cause of her death was... I fear as much myself, but surely all will be revealed when we fill the last pages. Let's press on. Oh, I'm curious. Who killed her? I mean, if she was looking into the gnomes, first thought is Black Albric, obviously. Another open area. Which brings us to our next trial. Oh, hey, it's Wiggly Boys. You must be especially prudent.
Do try and make this entertaining.
You probably should have healed or something, but it's fine. Your cast goes off that late? Oh, I wish. I can't speed either. I don't know. I guess heal Emma. Oh, not auto. Oh, I hit auto. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, do that. Laser. Oh.
It's all me.
It's got an Alexander move. It's probably my best bet.
How will this feel, I wonder? Chilling, perhaps? Now, turn to ice.
Ooh, okay, that got rid of most of them. Oh god, we're at low health. Who can I heal? You. I'm going to use her S-Craft in a minute, so...
You have my thanks. All right.
Don't you... Okay, I thought she got confused. Alright, get that out of the way.
Analysis complete.
Stone Guardian left behind by the ancient Sumerian civilizations. Its mighty arms mow down intruders, aka Wiggly Boy. Do that, and then...
Here I come.
That.
Let's not be spellbound.
Oh, crimson moonlight veiled in dust. Lend me your power! Burn to ashes, bewitching blood moon!
Haven't seen this one in a while. Oh, it keeps going. Damn. Oh, 4. I have like so many buttons to move my camera in different various spots. Ooh.
It's my turn.
It's fine, you're dead. What?
Just a flesh wound. Yeah.
It's all me.
You just say that? Just a flesh wound.
Rihanna?
Sealed and muted. You literally just can't do anything. Emma has 0 accuracy though. Jesus.
We did pretty good.
All the information I found on the rivalries and the gnomes' trial has been erased now. The silver lining, I was able to learn the identity of my pursuer, one Alberic, chief of the gnomes. By the sounds of it, he is currently conducting biological research as an executive of some abominable cult. Right. But I've learned that that Alberic's true form is an astral body that lives as a parasite in the gnome's descendants. No matter how many times his body is destroyed, he can revive in the body of one of his relatives. But if I do not defeat him now, this world will be engulfed in war before the seeds of hope can even blossom. Oh, I need a moment. There we go. I have only one choice. Mom, she must have tried confronting Alberic face to face. I can't imagine how that worked out. The Alberic she described here is likely his previous incarnation. Given the diary's entry date of 11 years ago, that seems consistent with my own knowledge, which is to say the previous Alberic and my mother, who both fell into battle with one another 11 years ago. And then it became Elisa's dad. I'm so sorry, Emma. It really stings to hear the truth, and yet I can't help but feel happy to finally have closure. She realized something was wrong before anyone, and came within a hair of stopping it. Indeed, she was a truly remarkable person, but I expect no less from your mother. I concur, and I can't help but feel encouragement from her discoveries. I underestimated just how deeply indebted to her I was. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Full as the diary may be now, we still got hitherto unexplored segments of the shrine. I can sense a great deal of mana further in. Whatever is in there, it doesn't seem like the trials we've been facing up to this point. We best be careful. Oh boy. I should probably heal, shouldn't I? Yeah, you have plenty of EP.
Just the boost I needed.
Oh, it's the end. I bet it's gonna be an eyeball guy.
Right here. Are you good to keep going, Emma?
Yes. Whatever awaits, I won't run. I'll accept it.
And that's why I'm proud to call you my sister. All right, let's go.
I'm betting eyeball guy, though. Just giant eyeball. Oh. Well, this is as far as the shrine goes. This particular area feels a little strange. Something's coming. It's her owl. A white owl, could it be? Yes, this is Isola's familiar. I had thought it long gone from this world. It's like a memory brought vividly to the fore. Oh, pfft. Just plants? Wait, what are those? What's happening? I can only assume this is our final trial. Steel yourself, these denizens of the underworld possess a grave threat.
Very well. I shall be your opponent.
Ghosts?
I'm rather worked up.
Dancing Maiden and Silver Banshee. Oh, we have 3 things. You couldn't give me a battle scope? Wow, they're really weak to that. You're not gonna go for a while though. I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, do this.
Fear my power! Crimson Lancer! Now! Take this!
It's all me.
I'd like to freeze them.
How will this feel, I wonder?
I didn't even
Chilling,
check if they
perhaps?
can be frozen.
No.
Okay, this one's kind of long, but... Oh!
It's my turn.
Okay, good. There's still one alive. I have to... Oh god, they're both dead. I have to analyze you and not hit you. And then analyze those. Okay, I guess I could technically... over you then.
Yeah. I'm going.
Alright, start with the ones we're gonna die to freeze.
Analyzing enemy unit.
No, not auto! Thaumaturgical horror.
I'm going.
Okay, those are good. A plant that became venomous to survive in the harsh environment. Gets nutrients from human flesh. Ugh. Okay, do that one.
Enemy unit. Analysis complete.
Shrine haunting phantom that steals mortals' life force for itself. Its shrieks immobilize its victims with terror. Oh god. Alright, I can safely get rid of... That would be pointless. I can get rid of you.
Yeah. Now. Attack. I'm going.
Alright, and then you are
Analyzing
left.
enemy unit. I see now.
Shrine hunting phantom in search of pure souls to inflict its grudge upon. Those it finds are subject to an unending nightmare. Okay, so
I shall go.
that inflicts nightmare.
It's my turn.
Those plants didn't stand a chance. Okay, this is a good one. Oh, I guess I should heal.
Healing. You have my
Thank you.
Here.
Ooh. Gross. Ectoplasm.
Too bad. Very well.
What are you weak to? Oh, Soul Blur and Firebolt. Gotcha. Probably can be burns? 0. Really? Freeze 0. Oh, blind
Blade?
works.
There. Mine. Here I come.
Alright, get her with that.
I'm rather worked up.
Get her with that. She's dead.
I'll restore you. Thank you. Look lively now.
Oh.
That was nothing for the likes of me.
Oh, of course. She sits on her staff like a witch on a broom.
I guess we can do this.
There's another round. That's fair. Uriel, Samael, Matriel, Ramiel. Oh my god. Okay.
Enemy unit. I see now.
Shining Apostle of the Heavens, those who disturb it, the corridor, are met with the scorching flames of judgment.
I shall go. Fear my pal, Ramsden Lancer! A chance!
Just hit them all.
Take this!
This is going to be very bad.
It's all me.
Just see if you can freeze like half of them at least. Yeah, that's fine.
How will this feel? You're mine. Mine.
I don't think I froze any.
Here I come.
I could use this. Be kind of pointless at the moment, but yeah, good for him. Oh, they hurt too. Uh-oh.
Sorry, everyone.
I deserve it. This is certainly going to take a while, and unfortunately, it doesn't really mean much. It's going to take me forever to scan all of them because I have to get her up and then check. I'm actually going to skip this. All right, I think it's important that we see this.
To the aria of the abyss.
Didn't you just sing here? Does this even do damage?
Evildoers, shackled by emotion. Fury, misery, agony, enmity.
Behold, for it longs to be forever at your side.
Oh god, this is a long one. Ooh.
My turn.
Oh damn, that was good. Killed all of them. I went through and scanned them all, but it was taking forever to get Emma back on her feet to do it. Also, Vita has analyzed, so that sped it up a bit, but overall,
Yeah, I assumed we'd win.
it was like 5 minutes. Not super bad, though.
I did it. I continue to impress even.
I still have room to grow.
You guys are already so much higher level than this, you don't even know. There's a third set?
Be careful.
Well, obviously, I'm going to skip this because this is... Honestly, I think I just need to get Vita 200 CP and we're good.
I shall go.
Or you. Yours is a 4S Plus with burn, and that is just amazing. But I gotta scan them all, which means the other two are busy. Yeah. Okay, no, you give CP for that one. So, yeah, I'm just gonna. This is gonna take a minute. Hold on. This is actually quite unfortunate. This battle right here. You can kind of see we're getting our ass handed to it. They keep using feint. And I hadn't. This is the first turn I've had in like 20 turns. They just keep going. Oh man, not a fan of them. Also, everyone's dead, and I've already had to use a revive because Emma's died like 3 times now. I'm just gonna raise you and do this. Maybe it'll be enough.
Thank you.
I think these guys have so much speed, and all of my people just keep getting fainted that like I just never get a turn. Here it comes.
My age seems I've let my guard down.
3 of them are dead, and you're about to die.
No way.
This is rough. This is actually just. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get through it. It sucks that I can't really do anything.
This one
Well,
may prove amusing.
I could probably do some things different. They're scanned at least. Now I don't have to worry about that. Oh god, there we go. Okay, I died 5 times. Five times.
Thank you.
I'm going.
And then I came back up and I'm like, you know what? Shield Emma. And then it turns out Roselia actually has an impede. I did not realize that this whole time. That's all you need. Roselia impede this move, which I can't impede right now. But Emma, you're probably dead. I think I just need to move her up. Yeah. I think I moved her slightly up. Are you fine? Okay. It didn't hit anyone else. She has an impede, which make or breaks these things damage. They're so painful. Okay, but we're done now. Assuming he doesn't one-shot me. He might one-shot me here. Do that. Just in case. I don't like my chances still. Do you have? Okay, good. He's dead.
Yeah, I assumed we'd win.
Okay, this says 2 minutes, but what it really is 25 minutes. Not really. I think it was like 15 minutes, but my god. That last set.
I did it. I continue to impress even myself.
I still have room to grow.
The rest of the battles were fine. It was that last set that was like just the worst. Phew, that was close. You died a few times, so yeah, that was very close. That's the final trial done and dusted. I'd say we passed with flying colors after many failures. It's resonating. So it seems. I sense there's a message for us. Let's hear it then.
Emma.
Mother?
You found me, didn't you, Emma? I am so proud of the exceptional witch you've no doubt become. I'll admit it may have been a little mean of me to test you like this, but I knew you would rise to the challenge.
Are we communicating with the past? No, that's not it.
It's a projection, created by her familiar's lingering thoughts.
I'm about to face the chief of the gnomes. I know this battle is destined to end in our mutual demise, but I must see it through. This I have learned by peering into the future. This very act is taboo. In doing so, I have meddled with the threads of fate. Yet I feel no regret in learning how my life ends. Because I know this will lead to a better future. Not just for my beloved daughter, but for all the Empire.
None of this was any reason to willingly throw your life away. All I wanted was to have you there with me. We could have found a better future together. So why? Why did you have to?
I'm sure you're standing there raising your objections, wailing and cursing my choice. I am so sorry for leaving you on your own, Emma. I won't ask you to forgive me. You have every right to hate me for what I did. But I want you to know that the days I spent with you were my greatest treasure. That's why I'll do anything to secure you a future where you can live unburdened, happy. I will fall with the chief and alter fate, so that those destined to one day face Ishmelga will have a fighting chance. I'm so sorry for asking so much of you, Grandmother. Thank you for raising Emma into such a fine young woman. May you live a long, happy life after your mission is over.
Silly fool. I'll live enough for the both of us. That's a promise.
You must be there too, right, Vida? There's a lot that not even I can see about the road you have chosen. But you should know that everyone loves you more than you realize. So, rein in those reckless impulses, huh? I'll come back and haunt you if you make Emma cry too much.
Always with a sense of humor. I'll try, Master. I'd be a lousy excuse for a student if I didn't.
I'd also like to say something to Emma's new familiar, Celine.
Me?
You'll have a lot to shoulder with all the trouble the girls will give you. Emma, Grandmother, and Vida. Everyone I wanted to be there for, you'll be there in my stead. Knowing they have you gives me the strength and clarity I need to walk this solemn road. Thank you so much.
You've got it. Leave everything to me.
Finally, to my dear Emma. I had a good look at what the future has in store for you. You will throw yourself headlong into your studies, then leave the village to carry out your duties as a witch. You will find fulfillment and friends in the halcyon days of school life, affection overflowing. And despite many a worry along the way, you will become a fine witch, capable of saving the Empire from the Great Twilight. Oh, how I wish I could hear stories of your exploits, relishing in the emotion dancing in the light of your eyes. But I am content, simply knowing what a wonderful journey lies in wait for you.
Oh, Mother.
I am certain beyond doubt that you've no shortage of things you now hold dear. connections that can weather any storm. Always follow your heart, Emma. The world needs you and your power, but that you already know. I'll be rooting for you, now and forever. As much as I hate to leave you, it seems I'm out of time. So goodbye, everyone. I love you.
Oh.
No! Thank you, Mother. I love you too.
Well, that was definitely worth seeing. Despite the fight at the end, this daydream has been very good. Oh, the spirit shrine is gone. I feel almost sad to see it disappear, but it successfully served its purpose. This is the best outcome for everyone. I suppose you're right. You sure are looking brighter, Emma. Do you think? If I am, it's because I finally have the resolve to follow my heart. Oh? This relates to what Isolde said before she disappeared, I assume. Yes, she gave me just the encouragement I needed. When my current journey is over, I intend to leave the Empire and go to Daybreak. No, we only know Ren isn't. Is Ren even in Daybreak? Did I just make that up? Like, I feel like I've seen very few footage of Daybreak, and I don't even know if Ren's actually in it, or it's just something that I've created in my head because someone looked like Ren? I don't know. I wonder if we're getting any other characters in Daybreak, though. My wanderings will take me far away beyond this land. Far beyond this land I've always known, across the entire continent, for I want to protect it all. What? That's quite a lofty goal. Trust me, I know. But as long as we've traveled around and met people of all stripes in our fight against the Great Twilight, I found myself thinking. Tamiria has faced all kinds of supernatural crises. The Ariel in Liberl, the Asher Tree in Crossbell, and plenty more on our home soil. And then there's the Blazing Demon, who supposedly came from a different world entirely. It all made me realize that there is so much I do not know about what lies beyond the Empire's borders, and so much I could help with. So from now on, I don't want to live in the shadows of Erebonian history. I want to see all of creation with my own two eyes. That sounds like a fine dream to me, one I can enthusiastically support. I remember being surprised at just how big the continent was when I joined the society. There's so much you can learn from the wandering the world, and above all, it's fun to be free. It says the local orchard's poison apple. It's a good title. At this point, I think any further effort to obfuscate our existence from the world after the Great Twilight would be a waste. Most certain you would never use magic for evil, unlike a certain other witch I could name. Still, if you left the Empire, that would mean I could no longer watch over you. Ultimately, I'm not sure if I can sign off on this with a clear conscience. That just sounds like you don't want her to let her leave the nest. Don't worry about her so much. She'll be fine. I'll be with her wherever she goes. Shenanigans. I call shenanigans. Why do you get to be with her and I don't? I'm not planning on leaving the Empire just yet, Grandmother. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. On that note, I think it's about time I depart. What? Emma, Celine, I look forward to seeing you both again one day. Where are you going? Oh, and Grandmother, do make sure you exercise from time to time, or you'll put on weight before you know it. Mind your own business, you brazen hussy. Hope to see you again soon too, Vita. Take care of yourself. Brazen hussy. I see she still doesn't know how to keep that mouth of hers shut. But she does seem to have become more personable since I last saw her. Maybe the end of the Great Twilight signaled the start of something new for her. Perhaps so. It's not as though everything is suddenly back to how it used to be, but she did remind me of the old Vita today. That she did, sass and all. Well, shall we make our way back to Aaron? I think we should. We haven't finished cleaning your room yet. Who knows what other secrets were waiting to be found in there? There aren't any, I swear, that I remember. Says the woman who was hiding a literal magic diary of life-changing importance. I say we tear the room apart. I'll start. Okay. This goes up pretty close to Machias on the Machias' daydream on the favorite daydreams one. Ooh, dazzling Fenrir. And all their towels. Why? What? It can be equipped when she's part of the Thanks, game. Honestly, wasn't sure, but okay. I guess Venus going to be part of the party. Present blessing? That's a long loading screen. The problem is it's loading every character behind me and all their dialogue and everything, I think. This used to be a fast load. Now it is a very long load every time I come here. Very long. All right, Emma, where are you? Right in the middle. Okay, 25%. It's 5% more, and it was CP 40 before, so now it's CP 50. I remember that one. Mostly because I just repeatedly had to keep using it to keep myself alive in that battle. Yeah, overall, despite the battle being painful and no way to grind or anything, it was good. I definitely enjoyed it.
Slab of Reminiscence activated.
So, I'm not, obviously this episode's gotten really long as it is. I'm not going to have time to do the Palm Party ones, or the 2 opponents. It's fine. Those are just, if we have time left, I'll do them. Indeed. In the next episode, we're going to do Lecter's Daydream for sure. And just want to look at the board, or the map. Long loading. We're going to do Lectors, and then we're going to do, yeah, the Highway, Armorica, Ancient Battlefield, East Street, and Harbor District. Anything else over here? I think that's all the stuff over there. And then Lecter's Daydream after that. And if there's time left, definitely Palm Party and stuff. If Lecter's is really short, maybe I'll do 2 Daydreams, but we'll see. It depends. There could be a lot of events here. This is just a fight. This is probably just a fight too. Yeah, more than likely. Okay. Still lots of stuff to do, but we're getting there. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.